Hey guys, so I'm back and I'm going to go from this mess to a full face glam. I'm going to create a smoky eye for you guys, so let's get started. Come on! Oh, so fierce. I'm going to go ahead and pin my hair back. If you guys are interested in this hair, I'll have it down in the description box below. But starting off, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Born This Way Super Coverage Concealer in the color Warm Sand. I'm just going to apply this as my base for my shadow. And then I'm going to be just blending it in with this like Real Techniques brush, making sure I don't have any creases or anything like that. To set the concealer, I'm going to be using a Wet n Wild shadow. This is 99 cents and I'll never trade it in because it's super affordable, the perfect shade, and it does a great job of setting that concealer no matter what concealer I use. So I'm going to be using the iluvsarahii X Dose of Colors palette. This is a new palette. Really like it, and I'm going to be using the shade Loungy. I'm going to use this as a transition shade. It's like this nice pinky corally shade. It looks really, really pigmented on my skin tone, which I was super surprised because usually these types of shades don't really show up on our skin tone. So I was really happy about that. Next shade I'm going to be picking up is going to be Wonderlust, and I'm going to be applying that more into the crease. But I'm still using a fluffy brush because I want to kind of blend these together. The next shade I'm going to be picking up is Finders Keepers. And then I'm just going to use this with kind of like a packing brush. And I'm just going to create like a wing with the shadow and then join it over almost like a cut crease, but without cutting the crease. Now you're welcome to cut the crease if you like, but I don't find it necessary because the shade is super pigmented. So you do want to blend it out a little bit. Take your time doing that and packing the shade on. But it's going to create this pretty cat eye. And I really, really, really like the shimmers within the shadow. It's very subtle, but it still is there, if you know what I mean. So the next shade I'm going to be using to highlight my brow bone is Poquito Más. And then I'm going to be applying some NYX matte liner. And I'm going to create a nice wing. This is optional because you already kind of created a wing with the shadow, so it's not necessary. And I do find when you use tape, it's easier to control the mess, especially because it's black. I'm going to prime my face using the Too Faced Hangover RX Primer. I love how this stuff smells. It's infused with coconut water and so great. Now using the Fenty Beauty Foundation in the shade 350, I'm going to be applying this all over my face and then dabbing it in with a Real Techniques sponge. I have really been liking using a sponge with this foundation lately. You guys know I usually like a brush, but ever since my brush broke, I haven't got a new one. So I've been rocking with the sponge and it looks really nice. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight using the Too Faced Born This Way Super Coverage Concealer in the color Warm Sand again. And I'm just going to apply this in my per usual areas like my forehead, cupid's bow, bridge of my nose, underneath my eyes. And I'm just going to blend this in with the same sponge. I have been liking this concealer to contour with as well. I've been using the shade Cocoa and it just looks so slayed. Like, I don't do it every day just because that's a lot of makeup to be wearing, but if I'm going out or something or it's nighttime and I just want to slay the night away, I make sure I put on some concealer to contour with. It's just so amazing. It blends in nicely and I just love this Real Techniques sponge with it as well. It blends all my creams and liquids perfectly. I wouldn't trade it in for the world. So I'm going to be setting my highlight using the Beauty Bakery Setting Flower in the shade Yellow. I love this stuff. I've been using my ColourPop one lately, but when I went back, I was like, girl, what have I been doing? So I'm going to set my contour using the Too Faced Dark Chocolate Soleil Longwear Matte Bronzer. I really have been enjoying this bronzer. I was actually pleasantly surprised that it was dark enough to be for me because I don't know, like online, the pictures are kind of deceiving, so I was pleasantly surprised, and it smells so bomb. For blush, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Flush Blushes in the color Baby Love, and I'm just going to apply this with a Morphe 405, and then set this with the Too Faced Hangover RX Setting Spray. This also is so bomb. It smells like coconut water, and I just love how it makes my skin look like, or my makeup look like beautiful, and it makes my skin feel refreshed. So to highlight, I'm going to be using the Shayla X ColourPop highlight in the color Boomin', and it really is boomin'. I love it so much. So for mascara, I'm going to be using the Better Than Sex mascara Happy birthday, Better Than Sex Mascara. It's 20 years, y'all. I'm going to apply Palma on the lower lash line. This is just going to add some drama, mamacita. Then I'm going to take poquito más and a little bit of sun glow and apply it to the inner tear duct. Next, I'm going to use the Supreme Cold Casual Liner by Milani and just line my waterline. And then I'm going to use a Too Faced Melted Metallic in the color You Better Work. This is one of my favorite shades out of the entire collection. It's just so beautiful on its own, but we are not done yet. I'm going to be taking the shade Peachy from the iluvsarahii X So Colors collection, and I'm just going to be applying that into the center of my lips and just kind of blending it out a little bit. Yes, girl, this is the Slade look. Yes, give it to her, work it, slay it, drop it, pop it. Follow me on Instagram, y'all. I love you. I am SashaFierce411. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with somebody who might find it useful. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. Yeah, I know you want it. Feeling on my body, baby, do it make you want me higher, higher. Let me take you higher. Come and let me put some gasolina.